what if I told you that in 2022, the best way to be a streamer is to stop streaming? I know it's kind of counterintuitive, but just hear me out today. What's up, everybody? It's the BigE. First and foremost, thank you for stopping by today's video. Moving into the new year, I needed to come to a decision on what I wanted to do as a streamer. I quit streaming full time, like trying to have a set schedule every single week, Monday through Friday, and trying to show up and that be like a major part of my brand. For me, moving forward into the new year, I have a strong feeling that I can utilize streaming in different ways to benefit me still as a streamer while not being a streamer. And we'll get more into that today. Let me get my notes out here so that way I don't miss anything today. But to be fairly honest, the reason why I wanted to make this video today is I feel like a lot of other smaller up and coming creators would really benefit if they kind of took a step back and looked at streaming from the perspective I'm about to explain today. I guess first off, let me explain how I used to stream. In 2017, 2018, 2019, I would objectively come on to stream for like 11 hours out of my day, because the idea, especially back then, and for a lot of creators, let me know if you guys relate to this down below, the idea is that the longer I am live, the more opportunity I have for people to find me and to grow my brand. And in 2017, 2018, 2019, it actually kind of worked. Those were the years that the longer I was live, the more hosts and raids where like one person here, one person there would find me, and I would show up on suggestion. And I would also do YouTube videos here and there every once in a while. It was like the perfect mixture for people to find me. During that time frame, we had over 100 congruent viewers. We had over 1,000 subs for about a year. We were doing streaming full time. And in that thought process, my idea was, this is my full-time gig. I need to put my full-time effort into this full-time gig. On one side, it was understandable. Looking back now, it was a recipe for disaster, especially since my streaming platform at the time was Twitch. So I had found that success in streaming specifically. I streamed at times 250 to 300 hours a month. It was fun at times. I butchered my sleep schedule. I had no social life. I ruined my health and fitness because I was just live every single day. My main objective for this success was when I wake up, I pretty much shower, get ready, get loosey-goosey, and get started. And honestly, I was excited to. I had hundreds of people coming throughout the stream throughout the day to support, and I got to play games all the time. Now, fast forward to 2022. A lot of creators think that is how you find success in this industry, by showing up every single day and grind. And that's all you do. If you want to be a big streamer, you got to do that 24/7. But what changed since 2018 till now? Everybody wants to be a streamer. I would say 70 to 80% of my viewers from 2017, 2018 to 2019 are now streamers, following some of those unhealthy paths that I did years ago, but at a much smaller statistic than what I was years ago. And this isn't a comparison to be a dick. This is just reality. And you got to just be honest about situations so you can adjust and learn as a creator and move forward. And what I mean by all this is, nowadays, I'm seeing more and more creators with 10 to 20 viewers at a few hundred subs spending the same amount of hours that creators like myself were in 2017, 2018, 2019, when we had thousands of subs and like 50 to 100 and plus viewers. Fast forward now, and it's like the threshold for people thinking it's time to go full time is much lower than it was back then. People are taking bigger risks right now, and that's why you're seeing people fail more often. So first and foremost, I do want to just point out to anybody out there, if you have some success in streaming and you're doing well, I congratulate you. But please, if you don't want to ruin this amazing feeling, this connection you're building with your community, I urge you to try your best to balance things out. Keep your job, keep your income if you can, and balance the idea of streaming on the side. Do not full send because you're finally making a few $100s a month. Ideally, you want to be in a situation where your job is restricting you, is holding you back from doing your other side job. That's how it was for me. In 2018, I got a job offer, like a dream gig. On top of that, I had so much freelance work that I was doing in the community. Like I was doing Myth's entire rebrand, and I had to tell everybody it's time for me to take a step back, because all those hours I was spending going into a job and being in the studio, doing other people's work, getting hired for freelance work, it was taking away from the stream, which at the time was insanely profitable. Nowadays, I'm seeing more and more creators take that risk while not being in that situation. It's like that first little taste of financial gain, and they're like, we gotta full send it. I gotta put all my time into this. And I think that's where myself and a lot of people go wrong. Now, moving forward, that's why I've decided to change things and change my perspective on how I view the idea of streaming. You see, in 2022, I think we're still seeing the reality that content is king. I feel like streaming will always continue to grow, and it will be a bigger influence into creators. But at the end of the day, I also feel that no matter what, content is never going to die. And what I mean by that is the consumption of some sort of video on another platform that draws, or even the same platform for that matter, that draws a person in to the stream. Basically, people that just want to specifically connect with the creator from content they've watched in their live stream, to talk to them live in the moment and see them in person. We've seen this obviously in the last couple of years with the growth of TikTok. But again, the problem is I see a lot of those people that found that growth on TikTok, had that big spike during the pandemic while everybody was home, got a little bit of revenue, maybe got laid off from their jobs. I'm so sorry if that happened to anybody out there, but then they took the full chance with this, and they're confining themselves a year later because they're like, I was full-time streaming and I was doing it well, and now here I am still trying to grind my hours every single day full-time streaming, but it's just not working out like it used to. That's partially because some people do get bored, but again, I'm willing to bet that a lot of people out here can relate when they say that more and more of their viewers every single week, month, and year have transitioned into wanting to stream themselves. And that's one thing that's really hard with streaming, is the more people that do streaming, it's longer hours that they have to spend doing their streams away from yours. As to where it's like a video, like I can make this video, you could watch this, and I can watch like 15 other creators' videos in the next couple days. I don't have the time to watch 15 other streamers' streams in the next couple days, especially if I'm streaming full time. Not to mention, I do want to point out, just putting yourself in that situation where streaming is your full-time thing, and that's what you have to rely on. And if you go live and your bills aren't getting paid, it creates a very unhealthy, toxic relationship with this thing that used to be fun and just exciting. This new exploration for you and the viewers. You really don't want to ruin that. But anyways, back to why I changed things up, to focus more on the content side. In 2022, I wanted to utilize streaming as a tool to connect with viewers. And that's why I just wanted to make this video today, to open up that idea and that simple little thought process. Moving forward, I feel that's how a lot of you guys and gals, or a lot of people that really want to be successful, need to look at streaming. You need to look at it from the perspective of this little tool is a bonus item to connect with the people that are finding you through the content you are creating. Here on YouTube is a perfect example with streaming and utilizing it as a tool to connect with the viewers that you've made from content. So moving into 2022, I took the stream channel where, like, at first when I moved over here from Twitch, I looked at it as just a Twitch perspective. Like, I'm trying to grow this channel as a stream channel, and I'm just trying to find people to watch me like how I would on Twitch. I did everything like I did here on YouTube, like I did on Twitch. And it wasn't until Apex Legends events started happening to where I noticed like the power with streaming on YouTube and utilizing streams as more as a specific event or a thing. You see, when I was going live every single day, I was growing and I was averaging these new viewers, but when an event happened, when a more trendy topic went down, that's when I would literally spike my viewers anywhere from 30 to 50 to a couple hundred. And that one individual stream during like a new season launch, a new update, a new limited time event, my numbers always go up during those situations. So that's where I took a step back and was like, oh, hey, we could take this channel here, have fun with it, create Apex Legends specific content, and then when these events or specific milestones come around, we can stream those things and they're more special moments. Not only do people not get to see me every single day, my streams are a little bit more rare. So people specifically come through and they're like, man, I didn't want to miss this stream that you had today. On top of that, since I'm not constantly streaming every single day, I'm getting more time to focus on the content. I'm getting more time to figure out how to utilize thumbs thumbs, tags, and titles properly, figure out how the algorithm works a little bit more across all platforms, not just YouTube. By giving me hundreds of extra hours a month, it's put me in a situation where I can understand how TikTok and Instagram and YouTube work across the board. So that way I can genuinely utilize these platforms. And I'm not just streaming hundreds of hours and barely have any time to produce any of this content that's actually gonna bring in new viewers. Since making this pivot, my stream numbers have gone up, which have made the streams more fun and entertaining and more like personal. My overall channel numbers have gone up. The views have doubled just in the last couple months. Take in mind that when I was streaming all the time, I was still pumping out videos and live streams, but because it was such half-ass content, it was just pretty much just live recorded gameplays, and there wasn't much thought into the thumbnails and titles and the production of the video, that fast forward now, by streaming less and by uploading less and spending more time on the quality and the production and learning how to use YouTube more, I've actually doubled in views over the last month. On top of that, for example, on TikTok, we made an entire new TikTok to test all this, to test the idea of all this specific content. And in this month and a half of trying everything, we've gained over 5,000 subscribers, already have TikTok over 1 million views, and have gained hundreds of thousands of views and likes across our new profile. So again, it seems so counterintuitive. By streaming less, by uploading less, and spending more time on the quality, the production, being more thought out about what the conversation is, we have grown so much more in both views and in revenue. In fact, over the last couple months, we've doubled our revenue across the board. Now, take in mind, it is like holiday season, ad revenue is up, but still, like, the numbers don't lie. The views are doubled on both channels, this channel and my gaming channel. So moving forward to this year, I've taken that same kind of like idea here. I want to upload more consistently, but upload less. For now, 2 videos a week at a solid quality, a random just chatting stream here and there that has been great. We've been getting like 50 to 100 viewers in those streams. And by the way, if you want to be alerted of those 2 uploads every single week, make sure you guys are subscribing and turning on the notifications, and stop by the Discord in the description down below. If you guys want to find me in any other social media, see what I use to make these videos, or buy any digital goods to help make your videos, feel free to visit BigE.co, also in the description down below. And again, by taking a step back and not having that sense of feeling that I always got to be doing, creating, we've actually created more. I've learned how to use these tools more, and we've been growing more from it in the long run. Now, I will point out, I understand that some creators out here that are maybe watching this video, or some creators that you follow, they're not in a situation where they can maybe take that gamble to take so much time away from streaming. They've kind of backed themselves into a corner where streaming is their main income right now. And right now, maybe it's a little low. The hype has kind of died off. And I've been there. The reason I'm talking about that is because, trust me, I've been there. It's a double-edged sword. You should feel grateful to be here and be doing this stuff, but on the flip side, like, you put yourself in a position where it is your job, and it's hard to take a step back from that. But I encourage you guys out there, if you really want to do this successfully and full time, you don't want to burn out in what you do. You don't want to hate this like every single day that you get on. There's lots of ways in 2022 where you can utilize your craft and you being a creator and a streamer to also profit and make money for you by taking a step back, maybe not focusing on your brand. First and foremost, there are a lot of jobs available around the world right now with everything going on. So don't feel like your ego is being hurt. If you got to take a step back for some time now to just get a part-time or full-time job again to make everything worth it again, if that makes sense. Take a step back from making this like your job and stressing about it. Get a job where that's where you stress about the shit, and then come home and appreciate streaming again. Have fun with it again, and then balance your time a little bit more to do that other content, to get better at editing videos, to learn how the other platforms work. Or like how I was mentioning in Deadly and Sooner, you could also utilize your craft to maybe have a side hustle. Take a step back from trying to grow your brand specifically with your 10 to 20 viewers, like trying to hustle like everybody else. Take your smarts and utilize that with somebody else to maybe earn revenue. For example, the editor that I've kind of taught and brought on, he had a YouTube channel that only had 300 subs, and he was plucking away at making all this random content and trying to understand how YouTube works with like no real understanding. And I reached out to him and was like, hey, why don't you just let me take you under my wing? I'll show you how YouTube works. I'll show you like editing and stuff like that. I'll give you tons of content and we can create content together. So he's actually been helping me out on the Store BigE channel, the Apex Legends channel. And now he's gone from his channel not being partnered to making hundreds of dollars a month by helping me with my channel. Now, my channel's only got 10K subs, and I'm willing to pay him hundreds of dollars a month to help me manage that channel. I know for a fact that there are a lot of creators out there that have TikToks, channels, Twitches that are doing well on their end that are looking to hire creators. The only downside is a lot of streamers out there don't want to remove that kind of ego bubble. They don't want to take a step back and admit that, okay, full-time streaming is maybe not the move right now, and maybe I should help somebody else's brand to bring in more money. Don't have that ego. Trust me, you are going to ruin what you love if you continue to go down that path. Another small example, our homie Deadly Dill actually started recently doing Discord stuff. For example, I know nothing about Discord, and he's redone my entire Discord. He's well worth it. I'm gonna leave a link in the description if you guys need any help with Discord, because he is definitely the man to go to. But again, these are just small things to where over the years as streamers, we've learned how to do certain things. We've learned how to do little things for us to help our growth. And these are ways that you can utilize your smarts in those situations to still profit yourself, aside from just trying to make profit off of your brand. I just want to remind creators every single day that none of this is guaranteed to us. We don't just snap our fingers to serve all this money because we want to be a creator. Every creator that you see nowadays hustled their way. And it wasn't even just a one-track trajectory neither. Dr. Disrespect didn't just say, I'm gonna start streaming one day. He was making content for years. And most of these situations, when you see a lot of these bigger creators, it wasn't just that big thing that you found them from that really set them off. It was constant going back and forth, their main jobs, side hustles, this part-time thing. And then it just became the thing one time that was theirs. And the problem with a lot of us creators that have been grinding to grow our brands and be up and coming over the last few years is we've idolized that idea of what they grew from for the last 5 years. In 2022, we cannot replicate somebody's success from 2017 because things have changed. So I genuinely think the future of streaming for a lot of people is going to be utilizing streaming in ways to be more specific events, more special moments, not this daily clock in, stream for X amount of hours and shut off. By utilizing game events, special events, just weekly schedules, you know, like having like Monday and Thursdays or our live night. I genuinely feel like by taking that time, focusing those few days or moments to be live, and then worrying about all the other stuff and getting better at everything else behind the scenes will probably progress you more than just showing up and hustling streams every day for 10 hours a day. I mean, at least it's working for me, but you guys let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Let me know if you can relate in any way, shape, or form with what I said today. I bring this stuff up not because I want to be an asshole to anybody. I bring this stuff up because I think there's plenty of room for a lot of you creators out there to make it in whatever it is that you do. It's not going to be overnight. It's not going to be easy, and not everybody is going to be able to do it, but I still think it's possible for hundreds to thousands of more people to be able to transition successfully full-time into this stuff. But you just got to make sure you're being honest in situations where you need to be honest. All right, gang, like, comment, subscribe, turn on those notifications. That's all I got for you guys today. I'm out. Peace. Deuces.